So in a database management system, we were discussing about the transaction management, or I use the transaction processing. I will share my screen. Just a moment. Okay, so I think my screen is visible to you, right? Is it? Just a moment. Okay, so again, tell your friends and classmates to join quickly, because this is going to very important session today, and this unit, transaction processing and normalization, it comes in the competitive exams like GATE and IES. Okay, so GATE or IES की competitive exam में भी इसके question आता है, इसका basic तुम्हारा बहुत clear होना चाहिए. Right? I think my voice is clearly loud. Okay, so what we were discussing is that transaction is nothing but it's a I will say sequence or list of operations. That may be a single operation of read and write, or that may be multiple operation of read and write. Right? We have seen the different transaction states also, transaction properties also. Right? Now we can have two approach for the execution of transaction. See, there are, I have already told you that there are so many thousands or millions of transactions in a system. Let's say you understand for the database management system of some bank, State Bank of India, or let's say you take the example of the hello. Okay, you take the example of the railway reservation system. Okay, IRCTC. So that has also a huge millions of transactions in a second or in a minute, right? Okay. So what happens that at a time there is not a single transaction which is going on. एक टाइम पे सिर्फ एक ट्रांजेक्शन चालू है ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत सारे ट्रांजेक्शन होते हैं. तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास दो अप्रोच है कि हम कैसे कंटिन्यू करें, या तो ट्रांजेक्शन को सीरियल मैनर में एग्जीक्यूट करें या तो कॉन्करेंट मैनर में एग्जीक्यूट करें. आई विल नॉट से वर्ड पैरेलल. पैरेलल इज एग्जैक्टली all the transactions are going at the same time, but I will call as the word concurrent. Okay, उसमें क्या difference है हम देखेंगे. So concurrently execution approach भी हम apply कर सकते हैं, right? So what is the advantage of concurrent? That per unit time, or I will say in per second or per minute, the number of transaction which is completed, that is better than serial approach. Okay, waiting time is reduced. For any transaction, if it wishes to start itself, so there is less waiting time, because the transaction which came before the current transactions are completed very early. Okay, अभी जो transaction start हुआ है उससे पहले के transaction बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो गए हैं, तो current transaction को तुरंत टाइम मिलता है start होने के लिए. So that is a reduced waiting time. Okay, and resource improved throughput and resource utilization is very good. So hardware है हमारे पास, like processor, disk, RAM, the utilization of those resources are very good, right? But the very big disadvantage is that it does not guarantee the consistency and integrity of the database, right? Now in serial manner, it takes high time or more time for completion of the transaction. Resource utilization is less, waiting time is more, but it guarantees that the consistency and integrity of the database will be maintained. So both have its pros and cons, and both are very important for us, right? Now, moreover to the these two disadvantages. Let's say concurrent execution of transaction does not provide you the guarantee of inconsistency and the integrity of the database. Plus, there are some important problems that we need to discuss. ठीक है, दूसरे प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है कि जो कॉन्करेंट एग्जीक्यूशन की वजह से हमें मिलते हैं कहाँ पे, डेटाबेस में. So we need to understand them. There are three other problems that rises due to the concurrent execution of the transaction. ठीक है. So system में बहुत सारे transactions होते हैं. Assume करना है तुम्हें ऐसा, क्योंकि obviously कोई भी चलेगा. ठीक. So the problem we need to understand. Okay. Okay. So first the lost update problem, and that is also called as a write-write conflict. Okay. नाम याद रखना, lost update problem और write-write conflict. So what is the reason behind that कि ये problem occur क्यों होता है, कैसे होता है? So first we need to understand. First we need to take one example. Okay. We have two transactions in our system. Okay. This is the transaction 1 and this is the transaction 2. Okay. Now I will tell you by diagram that how this transaction can affect the system's consistency. So we need to understand the write-write conflict or lost update problem. Okay. So first transaction, what is it doing? Means I will say that X जो person है उसके account में 100 रुपए भी deposit हो रहा है. ठीक है. X person is getting 100 rupees deposit by ATM or whatever is the meaning means mean. ठीक है. कोई भी तरीके से 100 रुपए उसके account में deposit हो रहा है. Second transaction में क्या हो रहा है? 200 रुपए withdraw हो रहा है. So in first transaction X is depositing 100 rupees. In second transaction X is withdrawing 200 rupees. Right? These are the two different transactions. Don't mix up them. Okay? यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है कि 100 रुपए यहाँ से यहाँ पे ऐड हो रहा है, यहाँ पे कम हो रहा है, ये नहीं. This is the one task and this is the entire isolated transaction. Entire transaction. X person is depositing 100 rupees. This is the another transaction. X person is withdrawing 200 rupees from his account. Right? Now we need to understand lost update problem. Okay. So this is the execution, right? Now what happens in a lost update problem, I will tell you. So this is the like a diagram you need to draw to understand the concurrent execution of the transaction. So like you will display like this. This is the T1, T2. If you have let's say T3, okay, you will need to display like this. And if you have T4, so likewise you are going to display whatever number of transactions you have. Okay. So here you can make a line here, straight line if you wish. Now let's say first is that some read operation. In read operation I will write in small means not entire word I will write read operation as R. You can use the word read. You can use the entire word read, but for writing quickly I will use the only letter R. Okay. For writing purpose I will use letter W. Okay, I am reading which data item, which variable I will say. So let's say variable X. So I will write X like this. Okay, I am writing or I am updating which data item. Let's say X. So I will write X like that. For example, if I am reading data item or variable A, so I will write like A. If I am writing or updating data item that is variable A, so I will write like this. This is the convention. Or I can use this kind of words. Okay, read entire word, but that takes high time, so I'm not using read X. Or you can use the entire word write X. Okay, both conventions are okay, whatever convention you are using. Okay, so I have told you that any select, insert, update operation is finally converted to the two small operations. That is either a read operation in the database or that is a write operation. Okay. So I will write in this way. X is a variable name. A is a variable name. Okay. Now let's say I have written read X, for example. Okay. Transaction 1. Right. Right. So that is a convention to use them. Okay. That RX means read data item X. Okay. A means read data item A. Now if I write the entire word, let's say read, then A, that is also same thing. And if I write in short form RA, that is also the same thing. Okay, I hope you understand. Now let's say before we start with the concurrent execution of the transaction, let us understand how they are executing in the terms of serial manner. Okay. One more thing. Just a moment. did you listen that at a time if Rx is here, so no other transaction can write any operation here. Okay, any other operation is here, no other transaction can write any other operation is here. That is what we call as the convert. It's not parallel. In parallel, what happens is there is some operation, read operation. Here also we have some operation. If there is some operation, here also some operation. Means parallelly together they can go on. But here it is. This is not the scenario. Okay, here this is not the case. Right? Here what is the scenario? That if I will say, let's say some transaction T1 and transaction T2. If transaction transaction T2 has some read operation, let's say, for example, read A. So here, no other transaction can have any other operation at the same time. This is the kind of downwards timeline which is increasing at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Likewise, 9. Here it is 9 a.m., 9 o'clock 1 minute, 9 o'clock 2 minutes. Likewise, it is not always in minute. It may be in microsecond or second, whatever it may be, but always in increasing manner. तो हमेशा बढ़ता जाता है. हम ऐसा specify नहीं करते second, minute, whatever it is, but हमेशा वो बढ़ता जाता है. ठीक है? So that is the thing. Now, if I have written, let's say, write X here in the transaction T1, so I cannot write anything in this time for T2 or T3. Likewise, if I am writing, let's say, write T here in the transaction T3, so at the same time I cannot write anything in for the T1 and T2 for same time. Okay, so concurrent means they are to complete its own execution. Let's say T2 is trying to complete its own execution, T1 also. They are racing to complete its their own operations. उनके ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट करने के लिए वो जैसे कि रेस कर रहे हैं, ऐसा होता है वो. ठीक है, बट एट अ टाइम कोई भी एक ही ऑपरेशन होगा. जितने भी सिस्टम में ट्रांजेक्शन है, एट अ टाइम ऑपरेशन कोई भी एक ट्रांजेक्शन का होगा. ठीक है, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस फर्दर. राइट. तो यहाँ पे मैं क्या बात कर रहा था एक्चुअली. That was regarding the serial transaction, serial execution of the transaction. Okay, so how does it look like? Serial execution of transaction. So for example, transaction T2 था, so read operation, let's say इसका था. T2 means I am deducting 200 rupees from X account. So read X, okay, X equal to X minus 200. ठीक है, write X and commit. Okay, commit operation. Right. Now if I have after completion of T2, I will start the T1 after that. So that is read X, okay, or X equal to X plus 100 and write X. Okay, and that is commit. Okay, so first T2 completed, then only T1 can start. This is called as a serial execution. Or you can have another option here, permutation and combination you can apply. Let's say first T1 will complete, after that only T2 can start and complete. This is called as a serial execution. But we are talking about the problems inside the concurrent execution. Okay, to understand the concurrent execution. I hope you are clear about the serial execution. Anyone will come first and then other can start. Okay, whatever the number of transactions. अगर T3 भी यहाँ पे है, T3 can only start after the T. Let's say, okay, here T3 is I am having T. So T2 has completed. Let's say after that T3 has completed. After that only can T2 can complete, start and complete. This is the scenario in serial execution. Okay, but we are talking about the concurrent execution. So let's say understand the lost update problem. Lost update means write problem. So what is happening? This is one example. First, this section T1 is reading the value of X from database. It is updating the database. Let's say X equal to X plus 100. Okay. Then it is writing. Before it writes, okay, it is not writing quickly, but it is taking time for write operation. Update database को means variable को update कर दिया है, बट ये अपडेट डेटाबेस में लिखने के लिए उसको टाइम लग रहा है. इट इज टेकिंग टाइम टू मेक दिस अपडेट इन द डेटाबेस, whatever may be the reason. Now, meanwhile, transaction T2 has started. So it is reading the value of x. It is decreasing the value of x equal to x minus 200. Okay, and value of x. And okay, then it is let's say commit operation. Just a second. Okay, so right, commit is there after this one. So let me do just a moment. So here what will happen, actually this will come later on. So here I have 200. Okay, now what is happening, first this is writing and then committing. Okay, after writing and committing. Okay, so this is return in this. So I will show you that. Okay, here you can see reading the data item, increment by 100 on the variable. Now it started. So reading the data item, decrement by 200 because withdrawing 200. Here it is depositing 100. Now this is right. After updating the variable value, now I am writing the updated value in the database. But when I am writing after this operation. I am writing after this operation. Okay. So now it is committing here. Okay. After commit of operation of this transaction, T2 is writing and committing. Okay. So here what is happening, if you see, okay, this is updating the variable, but it is not writing. It is also updating the variable, but it is not updating the database. So whenever this operation is updated database and it commits, right? Now, after the transaction one completes, this T2 starts. Starts means only write operation is remaining. It starts with write operation and then it is committing. Okay. So now what will happen? Let us see with some values like okay. If I take, let's say 1000 rupees, generally what should happen if I say in general serial execution, let's say serial execution. Okay, serial execution में कैसा होना चाहिए था कि X के अकाउंट में 100 रुपए ऐड हुए. So let's say there is 1000 rupees in X account. Okay, so I add 100, so it is 1100 in simple serial execution की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. और 200 रुपए कम हुए, so it is finally 900 rupees. Okay, serially if there is a value of X initially, if I execute transaction first, so it will make it 1100 serial execution. If I make start T2 later on, so it will make it 900. In the reverse manner, serial execution only. Let me start T2 first. So T2 transaction started first. It will make it 1000 times 200, so that is 800. Okay. If T1 starts after T1 starts after T2, so it will plus 100, so it will make it 900. So anyhow, T1 starts first or T2 starts. The final answer is the 900 for value of X, means balance of X. Okay, that you know, if we execute in the serial manner, either T1 first then T2 or T2 first then T1, whatever it may be. Serial means one after another, but we do not specify the sequence. Okay, T1 पहला ही होना चाहिए ऐसा नहीं है, T2 भी start हो सकता है, but condition is that until and unless one transaction will completed, another cannot start. ठीक है. So let us take in the concurrent execution. Now 1000 value is here. Okay, let us see where this problem occurs. So here it will make 1100, but this update is not reflected in the database. If I see in the database, this is the database, okay, and the variable X, right? So initially the value of X was 1000. Now if I add it here 100, so that what happen? It should happen 1100, but I have not updated the database. I have not updated, so it is 1000 only. Now, whenever this transaction T2 reads the value of the database, it is 1000 QOP. I will tell you. This is the, let's say, temporary storage of the T1, and here it is temporary storage of the T2. So T1 makes update its 1100, but this temporary, I do that. Initially, it is stored in the buffer. Okay, some temporary storage. Then it updates the database. When it updates the database, whenever write operation and commit operation executes. So here it has updated its own, let's say, temporary storage, but that has not been updated in the database. Okay, temporary storage में value update हुई है, मतलब variable की, but वो database को update नहीं किया है उसमें अभी तक. So this is my database here, right? Now T2 will read. So T2 will read from the database. In database that is the 1000. T2 will read from the database, and in database the value is 1000, right? So here now it subtracts 200. So in the read means it will take the value of x. It will read that. So 1000 minus 200. So it will make it 800. Okay. It is 800, right? Okay. Now this will perform write operation. Write operation here. What is the value of x in T1? It knows that the transaction T1 has made it 1100. उसने 1100 कर दिया उसको. Now it will update it here. उसने value ली 1000 यहाँ से, उसने 100 add किए. Now it is going to update. So here it will have the value, let's say 1100. Okay. Now this commits. Okay. So this commits means transaction T1 completed, permanently update stored into the database 1100. After that, write operation of T2 completes. Okay. So what it writes? It writes directly here. It writes. It is having the value 800. It is a temporary or local, I will say, memory. So it will update the database. So here it is 800. It will update this as the, instead of 1100. It will update here the 800. Are you getting? So after that commit operation. Okay. So now what is the final stage or value of x? This is 800 instead of 900. It should be 900, but it is 800. Why? Again, quickly let us look out. Initially it was 1000. Transaction T1 read it. It makes it 1100, but that is in the local memory. Database has not been updated. This is reading the database. The database value of x is 1000. It is subtracting. Now this is in the local data, local, I will say, temporary memory. Local memory. This is also in local memory. Now it is writing. So it was having 1100. So it will make it 1100. Okay, in the database. Okay, done. It is committing. So transaction has been completed successfully. Now this is writing. So that is in the temporary memory 800. So it will make 800. Okay, and so both transactions are completed. Final value of x is 800 instead of 900. So this is the lost update problem. What is the lost update problem? Transaction T1 has made it 100 more, and this has reduced it 200. But still, it is like only reduction. Transaction T1 बढ़ा है 1000 plus 100. यहाँ पे इसने 2 घटा है. मतलब जनरली 1100 plus minus 200. So it should be 900. यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? इसने जो 100 बढ़ाए थे वो रिफ्लेक्ट ही नहीं हुआ. इसने डायरेक्ट जो 200 रुपए कम किए थे, घटाए थे, that is only reflected. That is only 800. Means it seems like that only transaction T2 has been executed, because if we take x value as a 1000, so 800 was final answer. It is like that this update was made by transaction T1 has been lost. The update made by transaction has been lost. Why? Due to the concurrent execution of T1 and T2. If it was serial, there would not be have any problem. Okay, the correct answer is 900, but we are getting 800 due to the lost update problem. Lost update of T1. Okay, means we are losing the update of T1. Only we are getting the update of T2. This is called as the lost update. Right? I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. This problem occurs only due to the concurrent execution. This I have explained in the PDF very clearly, okay, in detail. Same thing what I have narrated you. Okay, now I hope you do not have any doubt. Is it clear? Okay, I hope right. I have tried to explain you. Doubt you can. Second is a dirty read problem. Okay, dirty read problem means it is called as a right read problem, right? Right read problem. Now, this problem occurs, okay, when transaction reads data, it is dirty or non-existent. It is dirty or non-existent. I will understand by one example. Dirty or non-existent. What is the meaning of that? Means transaction T2 ने कोई update किया, transaction transaction T1 ने कोई update किया, transaction T2 वही data item को read कर रहा है, but it is dirty or non-existent. I think some problem is there. Okay. So let us understand this dirty read or right read problem by the same example. We are keeping the same transaction. T1 means adding the value 100 to the A's account. T2 deducting 200 rupees from X account. Okay, same transaction. Let us understand here. Okay. So what happens here? T1, okay, and T2. Here some extra words I have written, so I will tell you that. First, T1 will read, okay, the value of X. Then it will add it 100 rupees, okay, as the transaction T1 is intended to. Then it will write. It will write also. Now database has been updated. It will write. Okay, remember. After update, this T2 will start reading. So it will read. It will perform X equal to X minus 200. Okay, and it will write. Okay, and it will perform commit operation. So whenever I am writing commit operation, that means the transaction has been completed successfully and the update made by the transaction has been stored permanently. But what happened? Somehow the things happened and the transaction T1 was rolled back, or I will say it is failed. Transaction T1 was failed and rolled back, or I will say aborted. If it is failed, then it means I have aborted it. Okay. Aborted transaction T1 was not happened. फेल हो गया ट्रांजेक्शन T1, तो मैंने उसको अबॉर्ट कर दिया. अबॉर्ट का मीनिंग है कि वो जैसे कि हुआ ही नहीं था. मींस ट्रांजेक्शन T1 was not existing in the database, something like that. ठीक है, बट फिर भी यहाँ पे T1 फेल हुआ तो उसको रोल बैक कर दिया गया, अबॉर्ट कर दिया. फिर भी ट्रांजेक्शन T1 यहाँ पे मतलब इंटरफेरेंस दिखेगी, इम्पैक्ट दिखेगी. कैसे दिखेगी? लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड बाय सम वैल्यूज. ओके, so let's say here initially value of X is equal to 1000 in the database. Okay, it is 1000 in the database, right? Okay, now it is reading, R1 is reading. Okay, so sorry, transaction T1 is reading the X value, so that is 1000. Now after that it is adding 100 rupees in that account, so that is 1100. This is in the local memory, I will say. It is in the local memory. Okay, local storage. This is not the update in the database. Now I am updating the database. 1100. So this update will reflect here. This update will reflect here. Okay, because I have returned the database. Right? Wherever I am using the write operation. Write operation means writing in the database. Read means reading from the database. Writing in the database. So 1100 value is written in the database. Now this transaction T2 started obviously 1100 because 1100 is the value in the database for variable X. Okay, so it will read 1100. it will make it 900 because 200 subtraction, and it will commit. So final value of X is 900 after completion of second transaction. But what happened? After some time T1 fails. After some time T1 fails. Here T2 is already committed. T2 is already committed means permanent stored. And after that T1 failed. The T1 failed. उसका मीनिंग ये है कि जैसे ये T1 एग्जीक्यूट हुआ ही नहीं था. The meaning is that T1 was never happened. Means it hasn't changed anything in the database. Means the value of X has not been increased by 100. T1 फिर what हुआ उसका मीनिंग जैसे वो undone हुआ. Undone means it was never happened, and never happened means the update done by the transaction T1 was not there. Okay, तो जैसे कि एक्चुअली क्या होना चाहिए था अगर ये सीरियल एग्जीक्यूशन होता तो, if this was the serial execution, so T1 started, it failed, then T2 started and it successfully committed. So value of X would be 800. 800. Why? Because T1 started but it was failed. Then T2 started and successfully completed. So when T2 started, the value of X was in 1000. This is serial execution. I am talking about serial execution. So value of X should be 1000 and 200 is 300. But here what happened due to the concurrent execution and dirty read problem. Dirty read means the transaction T2 is reading the dirty value which is updated by the T1. Transaction T1 is reading dirty value which is updated by the T1. Okay, so that's why it is reading the 1100. It should read 1000, but it is reading 1100. Okay, 1100 minus 200, 900, and it is making it 900. So final value is 900. Actual answer should be 800 because it has failed. And 1000 minus 200 is simply 800. But here, due to the T2 is reading dirty value which is updated by T1, and that's why we are getting inconsistency in the database. We are getting wrong value of variable X, that is 900. Okay, so I will give here, and description also I have given here, right? You can see. So this problem is called as a dirty read problem. The transaction T2 is reading from T1, the value which is not committed is reading the dirty value from T1. Okay, means dirty value means old value or which is not permanently stored. That kind of value is read by the T2 from T1. Okay, T1 से नहीं कर रहा, database से ही कर रहा है, but due to the concurrent this kind of issues, the value becomes dirty. Okay, right. We will also take the third one, which is very simple. The third one is unrepeatable read. That is called as a read-write conflict. First, we have seen write-write conflict, log read. Second, write-read, that is dirty read, and this is unrepeatable read-write conflict. Okay, so what happens here? Same transaction T1 and T2 I will take. Same transaction. Okay, it is incrementing value X by 100. This is decrementing value X by 200. Okay, so what is happening here? So we will understand that T1 reads a data item twice. T1 transaction reads a data item twice. वो दो बार कर रहा है एक data item. But whenever it is reading, first time the value was different and second time again the value was different. T1 is reading the data item 2 times. When it reads the data item first time, it was something different. When it reads the value of data item same X, so in the second read, the value of different. So how it is happening? Let's see. Okay. So let me quickly draw here T1, okay, and T2. Attention, these drawbacks are very important because throughout this unit I am going to use the word dirty read problem, okay, lost update problem, unrepeatable read problem. I am going to use this kind of words. So remember here, just 2 minutes I will need. Here it is the read operation. Read from the that is you can take in the 1 or 2 transaction T2 read operation. Okay. After that it is not doing anything. So after that transaction T1 is starting. T1 read operation. It is in, adding 100 rupees. Okay. write operation, and it is committing also. Commit. There is no, let's say, temporary storage. It is permanently completed. After that, again it is reading, means the transaction T2 is restarting. That is x equal to x minus 200. Okay, and that is write x in the database, and this is the operation. So here, what is the issue? Here, what is the issue? First time, let's say value of x was 1000 initially. Okay. So first time whenever T2 reads, it was 1000. After that, T1 starts, it reads the value from database, that is 1000. It increases 100, 1100. So now here, whenever T2 is reading the data item from the database, it is 1000. Okay. Now T1 starts execution, it commits. So it makes it here 1100. It makes it 1100. Okay. Now whenever second time T2 is reading, it is 1100. So it thinks that first time I read it was 1000. Second time I read it was 1100. So what happened in between? Right? What happened in between? So this is the value change in the variable x that we call as the unrepeatable read. Okay. T2 reads the data item twice at different moment of time, but on both moments it reads the value of x different. Okay? It reads the value of x different. That's the scenario, the same scenario I have narrated here. Okay, and I have explained this explanation here as well. This is the explanation of this, right? So first is a update problem. It's a write problem. Okay, if I say first is a lost update problem, it's a write problem here. This is write problem, lost update. Second one, if you see, go down, that is a dirty read, means write read conflict. Dirty read means write read conflict. And third one is unrepeatable read. Unrepeatable read means that is the read write conflict. Read write. So here, if I say as a summary, if we go through the summary, let's say when we can have the conflict. We have seen three problems: lost update, write write conflict, dirty read means read write conflict. Sorry, dirty means that is write read conflict, and unrepeatable read means that is the read write conflict. Okay, so here what is the summary? Summary, I will say that in of concurrency. What is the summary? Instruction must be from the different transaction. Must be from different transaction. Different transaction must be working on the same data item, and there must be at least one write operation. यहाँ पे तुम देख सकते हो, write is a lost update, write read is a dirty read, and read is a lost update. Sorry, unrepeatable read. Write read. Okay. So there is at least one write operation. Transactions are different, and on same data item. Conditions are different, and on same data item they are working. Okay. Let us leave here because we have the. I will repeat this part. Okay. I hope it is clear. Right. Up to this, all problems clear. Is it? Is everything clear to you? If you have a doubt, we will address it on the next session. You prepare your doubts. Okay. You may leave those who do not have any doubt. Those who do not have any